This is Jimmy. He happily works the help desk at an Apple store. Every day, customers like this come into the Apple store for Jimmy's help.
What can I do for you today?
There's something wrong with my iPhone. I've taken it to almost every Apple store and no one can fix it.
I'll fix your phone. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
But little does Jimmy know, the phone has no intentions of being fixed so easily.
Nothing I do is working. I'm calling tech support right now.
One eternity later.
I'm not getting anywhere with this. They transfer me one more time.
Please wait while we transfer your call. This call may be recorded for quality reassurance.
Ah!
Did you learn anything?
I did, and maybe it can help us get to the bottom of this. Everyone that took my call appeared to be from India.
I don't see how that helps us fix my phone.
We'll just have to try something else. Something drastic.
Okay, whatever it takes.
Perhaps if we knew where Apple made its products, we could solve the problem.
We can go right to the source and get this fixed. But didn't John McCain say that iProducts were made in America?
Designed by Apple in California. Assembled in China. We're going to China! It seems a bit strange, though.
That tech support is in India?
And it's assembled in China. I know! I asked my dad. He works for Apple. Hi, Dad. I have a question about the Apple products. Can you help me out?
Sure, son. What's your question?
Why are Apple products made in China but technology support is in India?
Well, you see, son, it's like this. What you've discovered is called outsourcing. Companies like Apple outsource work to other countries like China and India because it increases the company's profit, and if a company doesn't have a growing profit, it can't compete with other major companies.
What about Americans that lose their jobs?
That's not the point. Providing jobs for poorer countries like China and India gives them jobs they need more than us and helps their economy grow.
So Apple outsourced to help other countries?
Sure, plus a fat profit for executives. You see, outsourcing is how your father here affords all those private jets you and your friends like to play in. It's really a wonderful thing. I hope that answers your question, Jimmy.
Gee, that makes perfect sense. My dad sure is a smart businessman. Imagine how happy all those workers in China must be now that they have jobs. I can't wait to go see all the good Apple has done for their country.
So how are we going to get to China?
With the new Apple wormhole. It's just a prototype, but my dad got it for free since he works for Apple. We'll be in China in a second.
You mean a hypothetical, topological feature of spacetime that would be fundamentally a shortcut through spacetime?
Oh, Chinatown!
But where does anyone get that kind of money for research?
Oh, you know, government grants funded by American taxpayers.
One debt to society later.
Time machine noises.
Behind them, they find poverty, but in front of them, the enormous Apple factory.
Wow, we really made it. Guess that thing works after all.
So where are we going to get my iPhone fixed? Because I got to get back.
Well, what about that place right there?
Really? Is that even a question? Let's go!
Hey, we need to talk to who's in charge of this operation. Right through these doors.
Please hold while I put you through to a representative. Well, we ensure quality products and service, and all of our workers are treated well.
Yeah, well, me and this chick were trying to get our iPhone fixed, and we couldn't seem to get any help via phone. What is he talking about?
He hasn't answered any of our questions.
Help! 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 Get us out of here!
Where are we?
All I see is black. I can't see anything.
Little did they know, they were being driven to a secret industrial prison.
So where are you taking us? We're taking you to Quality Camp. I remember Quality Camp. We talked about it in America. Where are you taking me?
You are coming to work with us.
What is going on?
I think they're jumping out of windows.
I can't take it anymore. Ah!
This year alone, there have been 16 suicides in the Apple factory and 20 attempted suicides in southern China. These people are only getting paid 51 cents an hour and allowed to work 20 hours of overtime, 60 hours a week. Companies like Foxconn say that is too much money and should be cut down. Foxconn is the largest maker of electronic components in the world. Chinese workers find they can't make it with only that, but also have nowhere else to go. They feel constrained to the only option they have and eventually feel desperate enough to take their own lives.
Hey, hippie chick, if they work that many hours, when do they get a lunch? 'Cause man, I sure am hungry.
Let's wait a little longer and see if they give us a lunch break.
5 hours go by. 10 hours. 15 hours.
Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. If you all go through this, why don't you all quit?
We don't have that option. This is the only way we can put food on the table for our families, and there aren't many jobs.
If you're all having trouble with quality of your jobs and want improvement, why don't you just go to your labor union?
Labor union? What's that?
Labor unions are an organization of workers formed for the purpose of advancing its members' interests in respect to wages, benefits, and working conditions.
Labor unions sound incredible.
We can't let companies like Foxconn take over our lives. We need to stand up for ourselves and our families.
If it ain't fair, we won't be there.
Fair pay for fair hours.
You can't treat us like this. Meanwhile, in the sky,
Jimmy's dad. As Jimmy waits for his dad on the helipad. Dad, you came. We need your support. We're fighting against outsourcing and prevention of unions. I introduced these guys and gals to better working conditions, equal pay, fair treatment, and the ability to fight back against management. Outsourcing is a problem that is around the world, and I'm doing my part to fight back. What are you doing, boy? You're costing me millions upon millions of dollars. I went through the trouble of taking the production of iPhone and iPhone accessories to China to line my pockets with cash money. Now instead of making $12 billion a year, I'm only making $10.5 million a year. What is wrong with you, Jimmy? I mean, look at the calls you made to India. I outsourced there because it was cheaper and the margin for profit was so great. Now they're becoming smart, so I'm thinking of outsourcing to, let's say, Latin America. And you too. You must now join me as father and son team of outsourcing genius. We can make unions obsolete around the world. I'm not that type of person, and neither are you. You could come with me willingly, or you could be a prisoner of one of my many other prisons around the world. You know, Dad, I think I will join you, and we can make millions and outsource the world. But little did he know that Jimmy deceived them.
hello?
Hey, is this Latin America?
Yes?
Apple and my dad are coming to get your money. Run, run. He's going to kill your job and he's going to send them to Latin America. He's going to send them to Indonesia for greater profit.
What are you talking about, sir? Are you in need of customer service or any contact information?
You know what I'm talking about. Why did you tell me who my dad was? He's the big wig at Apple. I think that's something I should have known. Don't you think? Well, if no one wants to help me, I guess I'll fight him on my own. 6 months later, Jimmy's PSA. You can fight outsourcing by supporting labor unions, also by writing your local politicians in favor of a law that would prevent companies from outsourcing, or forcing a tax upon companies cutting a certain amount of workers, or if the company is outsourced, give the employees that would be fired the opportunity to go with the company for a certain amount of time. This has been a production by labor unions.
Meanwhile, back in China...
Wait, what about me? I'm still in China, and my iPhone still isn't fixed.
Finn. This has been a Go Fudge Yourself production.